Want to know what a real man would tell their lady about love and life? You're in the right place. This is Hello Ladies with Rom Wills. Rom Wills is an author, speaker, and proud father. Grab some wine, sit back, and enjoy.
Hello, ladies. Welcome to my spot. Get out of your bubble to find a good man. Get out of your bubble to find a good man. Ladies, I'm going to tell you what. I know about many of y'all looking for that good man and everything. And y'all want that good guy. And, y'all not looking for some guy to, spend all the money. Shoot, some of y'all willing to go 50-50. Some of y'all just want a man who's going to be there for you. You have companionship with. He make love to you. And for y'all who's like, well, I want to pay 100%. They there too. Whatever you consider a good man is there as long as you're realistic. Let me make that very clear. As long as you're reasonable in something, the men are out there, but you can't find them. You know why, ladies? A lady are in a bubble. What's a bubble? A bubble is very simply y'all stay in your environment. Like if you in an environment like you have several bubbles. Well, okay, not several. Let's just say one bubble, but there are many parts to it. First it starts with just your own space, okay, but then it starts with the space you share with others. It starts with where you live, where you travel, where you go to work, where you go to socialize. Everything, even when you're online, let's be real. Everybody has a certain content that they check out, certain people they follow, certain things that they look at, and other things that they don't. You just don't have time to. That's your bubble. Now, if you're looking for a good man and can't find him, obviously, and I'm going to say obviously, that man ain't in your bubble. Now, this ain't to say he don't exist, but you're not going to find him doing the same things you've been doing. Like, say you're not that type of woman who likes to drop breadcrumbs and everything and go around a man, right? You want him to be aggressive and everything. You might not find him in your bubble. You might not find him there. Shoot, he might not even be in the city you live in. You're going to have to leave. You're going to have to expand it. You might have to change where you live. You might have to change your neighborhoods. You might have to change where you hang out at. And the things you do, you might have to change your gym. Shoot, in some cases, extreme cases, you might have to change your friends. Like, let me use that for an example. If you got a bunch of friends who are having trouble with men or talking trash about men, you ain't going to find a good one. Because their energy, their vibe is affecting you. Because they don't see any good men, and then you're going to be taking on their energy. So you might have to do that. You got to change some stuff. You might have to, really the first bubble you might have to change is your own attitudes. If you walking out the house every day and say, these men are bums, these men are, they terrible, these men are players, guess what you're going to find every day? Because you're going to look for the player in a man. You're going to look for it in a man. You ain't going to look for the good. If you're thinking they all bad, you're going to look for the bad. Even you're going to see it even when it's not there, where everybody else see the same guy, and they be like, no, it's a good guy. What's wrong with you? But that's part of your bubble. Look, you gotta expand. You might, and shoot, even with meeting men, you might be one of those women who want to sit back, wait for the man to approach. Well, you might not be, you still might have trouble approaching directly, but you might have to lay out the breadcrumb. You might see a guy and stuff, and you might have to still say hi to him or whatever. And even then, ladies, and it just moved me to say it, so somebody needs to hear what I'm about to say. Even then, it still might not be as easy. Because you're going to have some time the men going to reject you. Now, I remember when I was a teenager, me and my boy, we were on a subway. We were on a subway, right? And it was, metro and everything. Most of the car was empty. I remember me and him, we sat in a seat. He was sitting in, it's like one of those seats towards the back of the car and everything. Now, he sat in one seat, I sat on the other. A woman came in, young girl came in. She didn't look that bad. She came in and sat right next to me, and we both ignored her. First of all, that was very obvious, but we just really ignored her. And she wasn't ugly or anything, but she put herself out there. See, my point with even saying that is, yeah, it's not going to be perfect. It's going to be perfect, but sometimes you might have to do that. Hopefully she met somebody doing all that mess, and I do mean mess. We just weren't feeling her. So, but, you might have to do something. You might have to go to someplace different. You might have to hang out in a different place. You might have to give some guys a chance that you might not have before. Be a little bit friendlier. No, I don't mean that. And I still don't mean dusty guys or anything like that. But let's be real, ladies. There's a lot of guys that y'all call cornballs. Now, I know now all y'all do that, but sometimes you might have to give that cornball a chance. And when I say cornball, y'all know some of y'all ladies, if that guy don't got that swag or everything, he don't got those tats or anything, he looks more, for lack of a better term, vanilla. There's some women don't give them a chance, but sometimes coming out your bubble mean expanding who you want to talk to. You might find out, that guy look all innocent and stuff, but that might be the type who have you talking about some good loving body, rocking, knocking boots all night long. That might be the guy. That might be the guy who totally clicks with you. So you got to expand. You got to leave your bubble. It's not working. That's the bottom line, ladies. It's not working. If it was working, well, you'd be all right. Like if whatever bubble you in, you constantly finding good men, you don't have to go anyplace. But I'm seeing, and I've talked to plenty of women. I've seen plenty of women. They having so much trouble. They having so much trouble. And it's like, you don't want to do that. All right. You don't want to do that. You're going to have to change something. Something ain't working. Like I said, the first bubble is just yourself. You might have to change how you wearing your clothing. Like I know someone and like very naturally attractive, but they kind of blah in how they present themselves. And I've actually told her, I said, look, you need to spice it up a bit. And I mean, seriously. I mean, sometimes you're going to have to change some stuff because, what you're doing is not working. But sometimes just a bit of a change here and there, and you can find the right guy. In fact, I've seen a couple of times where some women, they change some stuff up, they wear their hair different, wore more sensual clothing. And when I say sensual, I don't mean no thought stuff. I mean just showing more of their figure, showing more of their femininity, change some of the places they went, expanding the type of men they would talk to. And all of a sudden, I've seen this twice. Because, I like to talk about what I've seen. And all of a sudden, these two different women, they know each other. Actually, two different generations. They had more men than they knew what to deal with. That's how I know it works. So, ladies, I want y'all to think about that. If you want that good man, get out of your bubble, okay? So, anyway, that's all I have for today. Get back with y'all later. Peace and blessings.